Hello, radiant soul light loves. I think that sums it up. It's really great to connect with you here. I so appreciate our connection, you taking the time to check out my readings here and share your beautiful energy through the comments. And some of you have even connected with me on Patreon, and that's been even extra special. So I really do appreciate you being here on the soul path with me. So if you are new, this is Soul Insights and Tarot with Michele Meiche, and I am Michele. And I welcome you all with so much love and light. Yes, yes, I do. For this reading, we are going to be looking at what you might not see coming, but you're feeling. I'm tuning in to what's I'm getting psychically, and the message that I was getting from the guides and the oversouls was that you're feeling something. You have a certain urge. You're feeling a certain prompt or prompting. And for some of you, this is simply going to be some confirmation, some new information, insight will come in, perhaps even timing. For a lot of you, this will be a form of a confirmation of what it is that you're intuiting, what you're feeling, where you're being nudged or guided to. You're feeling this urge. And you may not yet see, but there is a new pathway coming in for you, a new doorway with new influences, new people. There's a lot of change that is around right now. So whenever you find this reading, you are in the change point. You're moving into the causal point of your life. And so we're going to get some support on that. I read in soul stories if you are new to this channel and community. This is soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. And in the description box are the timestamps, as well as ways to get in touch with me if you'd like a reading or to do some hypnotherapy or dream therapy, dream interpretation. You want to connect more. There's lots of ways. I have a podcast every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want more to know more about me, or you want more ways to connect and receive support, or just share yourself and your gifts more, ways to do that are in the description box. And I'm also on Insta as well. All right, let's also put some okay, lots of wonderful yummy energy coming in. Let's put some crystals on here. So soul story number 1 is the moon. And trust your intuition as to what you're connecting in with. And I am getting with you, Moldavite is coming in for you. Soul story number 2 is the Star card. Now I call these guide cards. I tune in, choose cards, or sometimes they get chosen, they just fall out. All right, and you've got citrine, a raw citrine. All these are raw stones, raw crystals. And soul story number 3, you have the Hierophant. And you've got Aragonite here, Aragonite cluster. All right, radiant soul light and love. Soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. If you want to connect in, choose the card. Cards are crystals that are most calling you, that you feel the most connection to at this time. I'm also going to do a tune-in and alignment meditation, aligning to the soul. So we'll do a soul alignment and a tuning to the vibration of the soul inner process. If that's something that you'd like to join me in, let's do it now. Hello, radiant light. In the fullness of your being, begin to connect in. Consciously bringing your awareness into that sacred space in between your in-breath and out-breath, and center inside. Breathing in for a count of 3 and pausing at the top of the breath, align. Breathing out for a count of 4, connecting within, attune. Breathing in your own pace for a count of 3, pause and align. And breathing out in your own pace, attune. attuning. The next breath, you're going to just breathe in a little deeper and pause at the top of the breath. And as you breathe out a little longer. Breathe in up above the crown chakra, connecting in through that natural pause point, extending out to the vibration of the higher self, aligning to your soul. Breathe in a little deeper, connecting in through the soul star chakra. Breathe out a little deeper, drawing the breath down to the center of your body, feeling the alignment down through the root chakra into the earth star chakra, feeling more connected and safe to experience and express on this earth plane. Now in your own pace, your own pattern, let the breath go and watch your breath and breathing in, feeling the alignment to the vibrational frequency of your soul. Go a little deeper inside into that space in between your in-breath and out-breath, centering there. Attuning through your heart to the frequency, tone, vibration, and pattern of your soul's signature frequency. Feeling yourself very guided and protected, aligned, attuned. Feel the energy that is you as your soul through the instrument of your soul, your body. Feel your mind clear and open, third eye vision. As you connect into the cards are crystals that most resonate for you. Aligning to the blueprint of the soul, attuning to the soul's signature frequency, opening, expanding through the heart chakra, receiving. All your needs and wants are met. Open heart, open mind, soul aligned. Hello, Radiant Soul Light. Welcome to your reading. Thanks for being a part of this path with me. If those of you that are returning, I really appreciate you. I feel like I'm growing with you. The community is growing, but I am growing. I'm really growing. I'm really feeling very honored and appreciative of this connection with you. You've got Moldavite and you've got the moon. So something is clearing up. You're really going to need to use your psychic ability. Now, some of you are definitely feeling something psychically. You're definitely feeling a pull, a nudge. You're having premonitions. You're having dreams. You're getting a lot of messages. And if you pay attention, because I feel like your dream state, even if you don't remember your dreams, whatever you dream will have a component, a correspondence in the quote-unquote waking state. So you can program your mind just to remember more by writing down what you want to know before you go to bed and drinking some water before. And then when you wake up, just jotting down the dominant feeling or emotion and the theme. But you're getting a lot of messages. And one of the messages is also you're a teacher, you're a guide. You are meant to there's something about tapping into the psychic realm. I get a lot of Piscean energy, actually, Cancerian, but also Piscean energy. You are a teacher of some sort, and you've also been learning. That there's something you're clearing the air or busting through or learning about. And that Moldavite is saying to use your unique abilities, your unique understanding in a particular situation, particular decision. If you go for what seems to be a little odd or unique or different, a different approach, it's going to align you with the frequency that is actually coming in for you now, which is emerging through the higher aspect of your soul. So you're really kind of meant to connect in more with the feeling or sensing body. So what you don't see coming is some kind of breakthrough or clearing of the air. But this breakthrough is going to have to do with a learning lesson, something that you previously learned. You could be feeling like you're repeating a cycle. We have moon cycles. You could be feeling a lot of deja vu. There could be a lot of returns of people, returns of circumstances, returns of situations, issues, opportunities of the past, but in a new way. Spirit is saying it's a new frequency for you. This is a new frequency, okay? So it's not going to be exactly the same, but it is going to have a ring of familiarity. Even if it's a person or a job or something that comes back around, you are different, so therefore the exact circumstances are different, okay? And this is also about partnering for some of you. You've kind of been a little bit of a lone wolf or on your own or forging at your own path, but I'm seeing, you know, if any of you ever are in nature and you see, I think wolves do it, but I've only seen it like on videos with wolves, but I've seen it with coyotes. One will be, you'll see one, and then you'll see another join in, and then another, and then they're walking, maybe 2 or 3 of them, and then another up ahead, 500 feet or 600 feet or half a mile or whatever. You'll see them joining. And so because they're individual, but they're also pack. So that has a message for you. Connecting into your own individuality, your unique gifts at this time, but also where and how can you share them with others? And how can you see what others that are, you know, what are they bringing you that's life enhancing, what is good for you or meaningful? Okay, yeah, oh, look at this, 8 of Wands. Yeah, see, something is clearing. You're either clearing misunderstanding within yourself, your circumstances, or within another person. And through this clarity, and here we have a moon here. This crescent moon. So again, cycles very important for you at this time. Moon cycles. You are in a very important cycle. Now, you could be going from something that was very full and it's lessening to then get full again or complete, or you're at a new beginning. So you're in one end of the spectrum on this. But with this 8 of Wands, it's telling me what was covered or cloudy. You're going to just need to use your intuition at this time, your inner knowing, and your kind of your impression. Some of you, it's your impression of a person or situation or a circumstance, of what they can handle in a particular situation or what you can actually do. I'm getting a lot to do with energy work and also using the hands, perhaps bioenergy alignment, pranic healing, energy work, something working energetically, even with your emotions, your emotional body, and some of you are doing something that you're also assisting or helping the earth, is what I'm getting also. This has a lot to do with the earth plane. Okay, since these are guide cards, I'm going to put these up here. I call them the guide cards because this begins to set the tone of the reading. And it says, what is the cycle? What are you working on? Let's put that there. Because I feel that, oh, let's see, wait a minute. Okay, you've got the Tower. Look again, the water. A lot of Cancerian energy here. Pisces, could be Scorpio going deep. This is like releasing something on a familial or ancestral level, something that's had a hold on you in the subconscious. This could be a belief or an idea, an approach that you've held on to, or that was so embedded within your subconscious mind that has been working, and it's been a protection mechanism. It's to keep you from not feeling disappointed, literally out in the cold, like you don't have enough of something, but also past disappointment or something that didn't work out. And so there's something that's been clouding your vision. I want to go like this. There's something that's been clouding the vision. Let's put it out like this to look at it a little differently. So I like to screenshot or do a screen grab, like a vision board, a mood board. So whatever this is, it gets things moving. So this has come from the subconscious. This has come from deep within. And it's created a frame of reference, a belief system, a frame of reference for you. It's a way that you've been referencing your life. I just heard your body, your image, your life, your circumstances. That frame of reference is changing, and you feel that. You may not know yet the change. And so it's bringing in a new awareness and understanding of what makes you uniquely you. And that's what's clearing up the misunderstanding. You're actually going to be seeing yourself differently and feeling yourself differently. This changes your whole emotional landscape. Now, because this is happening on such a deep level, and you're on the part of the soul alignment, where there's a lot of peeling off the layers, you may not completely be able to see where you know what you want to do, or you have a bigger vision, but how to get there or where to go. So you're literally going to be guided through the watery emotions, your energy and motion. Where do you feel the most energy, the most passion, the most peace, the most motivation? This is really a time for you to connect in through the emotional body. So there's a lot of changes with the etheric body, the aura, the energy around you, where there's less defense mechanism, there's less protection, because your awareness, your psychic connection, your psychic ability, your connection to source, to God, the all that is, your guides, is your protection. Your guidance is your protection. So you're going to be very much letting go of something, and you probably are. You're probably releasing a lot right now. Some of it you may understand, some of it you may not. It doesn't matter. It's like thought forms coming through miasms. There's just a clearing, and there's a lot of clearing also on the ancestral line with what has to do with emotions, emotional fulfillment, the payoff in situations, especially where it has to do with emotional connection and relationships. So you're getting that clarity, and some of you, this is the clarity. Let's put the Moldavite there. It's the clarity to be able to move on. So you may feel the need to move on from something or someone. There's a new situation I just heard trance. It's like you've been in a trance. You've been in a trance about something. Okay, let's take a couple oracle cards. And you're waking up. So this is definitely a group that's waking up to a higher purpose, a higher calling, to more peace. Okay, now this is interesting, because we had X, reunite with a lost aspect of your soul. But again, this could bring a return of people, circumstances, relationships. It's like you're finding yourself again on a new level, in a new way, or aspect of you that either barely had the cultivation, wasn't cultivated enough to come in, or it came in, and for some reason, life circumstances, situations, it didn't get to fully develop or come out now. And it's coming out, and you're reinforcing it. So this is a making peace with the past and moving forward. Now you've got car, and as I'm talking about moving forward, get into the driver's seat of your life. Yes. This is this moving forward based more on your own motivation, inspiration, your own volition. And the message for you is to honor how far you've come. You're releasing attachments to what was, and you're preparing to what is coming. So this Moldavite energy is creating a quickening. And of course we have the Eight of Wands. The Tower with the Eight of Wands means something is about to quicken or speed up. And that's going to be the cycle that you're in whenever you're watching this reading. There is a quickening. Things are speeding up. You might feel like, oh my God, there's a lot to do, or there's a lot coming up. Where do I begin? Where do I start? And it's like start in the middle. Start from that centered point, not from the mind, but what the energy is telling you. Because you will feel what is urgent, what you need to address in the moment, whether out of the responsibilities that you have, whether pleasure, leisure, whether responsibilities that are pleasurable, whether it's building, whatever your circumstance is or circumstances are, you will know. And some of you are going to be traveling. That's another thing that's coming up. There could actually literally be a new car or changes in the car, or you're going to be spending more time in transit, whether it's on your own or with other people. There's a lot more coming and going. So there could be something that you do with the car, get the car adjusted. I heard the tires. So there's some maintenance with your body that's also coming in, and the emotional body, but also the physical body. For some of you, this is going to also bring changes into foods. Again, what you don't see coming, but you've been intuiting, you've been feeling, you've been guided to, is to make the changes that are best for you and your home life, your family life, your feeling a sense of inner security, what's the routine that supports you more, whether this is about relationships, career, health, wellness, whatever it is for you. You're really being asked to nurture, to take care, and to kind of heal, and also to be a little bit like kind of, mama bear, papa bear focused on your goals, desires also. So it's really a time to also insert yourself more in your life to some degree. I hope that's making sense. The inserting into your own life. Okay, let's take, got a message for you, but I want to go to some tarot. Yeah, some of you, this is also about working with ritual. There's some kind of ritual that could be changing, or that could even be the routine in your life. Something that supports you, but I'm also hearing the rituals are helpful for you to anchor in this energy, because it's a very diffused energy around you. It's very emotional. You could find yourself a bit more emotional, or people around you more emotional, or you could be more impassioned, or you could be feeling, wow, this has been going on for a long time. How do I move through this? Is it going to happen quick enough, soon enough? There's something about the timing of things, but you're really going to have to trust your own inner timing. So we've got that Two of Swords coming up. Two of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. Yes. 2-2. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, look at that. So there's something completing within you from the deep inner realms of you, whether this is inner work or inner work that's reflecting your outer world and the outer work that you do. So because of your inner work, the subconscious is bringing up a new vision for you, a new opening or opportunity or new understanding of yourself in your life. And there we go, look at that Knight of Swords right under the Eight of Wands there. And that goes Two of Wands. So there definitely is this idea of moving forward, that things are quickening, things are, but you're going to have, you work on your inner peace, your inner stability, while certain things change. I'm also feel for some of you, there could be more work or workload, or there could be more that you have to do on a day-to-day level or day-to-day basis. So these little rituals that you have that ground you and connect you and emotionally nurture you are going to be a very positive, with the Two of Wands, a very positive focus of your energy. So to some degree, the whole idea is about balance for you. There's something that you're balancing out. There's a healthy renewal with that Queen of Pentacles. Something is being renewed. Something is being cleansed, cleared, renewed, but also recovery. I also heard recovery, so recovery fits in. For some of you, this is the rug pulled out. You've had the rug pulled out from you. You've had a little shake-up, a little, an awakening, an earthquake, an epiphany. And you're going to be settling into it. Okay, there's the card. What is it? Aha, look at that. Levels of lucidity. There you are. Look at that. Yes, and again, the water element. So a lot Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the moon cycles again. Understanding your own cycle, your own rhythm, your own flow. And I'm hearing in your own time it will happen. In your own time it will manifest. In your own time it will release. And of course we're talking also about timing. So the movement for you is a very internal one. It's an inner one. This inner movement is bringing in an understanding of your inner world and your worth, your value, your worth. So some of you, this could be doing something that increases your worth and your value by the choices that you're making. Two of Wands has a lot to do with choices, so does Two of Swords. But you're to make these choices more from the inner feeling and guidance and knowing, right? Wow, okay, so the cards you've got, let's look at this guide card and we can use this as a prompt. creative, dealing with timing or emotions. That's your key right now. Feelings and states, activity and stages, desires and outcomes. So right now for you, the more you can be in the flow of timing, as opposed to I have to have this done in 3 days. It may be 3 days, but you don't know. Is it on the second day in the morning? Is it on the second day at night? Is it on the first day at 3 a.m.? Or is it on the 11th hour on the third day? Do you see what I'm saying? So the more you can connect into your energy and motion, your emotions, really think Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, really Cancerian, Piscean energy. You're working with the subconscious. You're working with your own rhythm and flow, your daily rhythm and flow. And something's coming back around. And some of you, it's a dream, but it may be in a new way, or an old dream, something you let go of. Because you're letting go of attachment of what didn't work. But that doesn't mean an old dream doesn't come back around or manifest. An old idea or goal, it can. But you're going to have to be very aware that it happens in a new way. It's not in the old way or just for the old order. All right, we're going to do Roonies, Astro Dice, and then these are the rune cards. Those of you that have been walking the soul path steps with me for a while know I love my runes. I may go back to my runes made from hand carved in bone, but I really love these cards. And I don't even know how I found them. I found them online, exploring around through my feelings. That would be very good for you to know here. And it's a woman in France, so, but it will be in the description box at the bottom, along with the music. Whoa, I knew that was going to come out. The cycles, look at this. All right, what do we have here? Oh, 2 things, new beginnings and full moon. So pay attention to the cycles, not only the moon cycles, but your own rhythm, your own biorhythm. When is the optimal time to do things? Sometimes you try to force time. I wanted to do this reading earlier, but I ended up doing some other things and a walk, and I went and got my cortado, coffee, and I did some other things. I did some Patreon things. I connected in. I did a long channeling with the guides. And I think more information was able to come through. So something, again, I said it a minute ago, I think I channeled this. Something's coming full circle for you. It's coming back around from the new to the old, or completion. Something's beginning and completing, or something just completed and there's new beginning. So you will know what it is by trusting your intuition. You are going I'm just hearing too, you're going in the right direction, even if you don't fully see the road ahead. In fact, I feel like the road ahead is a bridge. It's an archway. It's a portal. It may be a road that goes up like a flying car. You may not be on the road. And there we have here our life cycle. So this is also about patience. And again, it's about life cycles. So it's understanding the cycle that you're in. You may want to do numerology. I am a numerologist also. So if you want to know, if you're on Patreon, I for the year, I did do the numerology cycle that you're in. You could figure that out, or however you interpret the cycles. What is the messaging for you about cycles? And it is about work. It is about work that brings outcome. So you're going towards a preferred outcome right now. This is all about some kind of outcome for you in your life. There is, okay, I'm hearing the message to get one more card. What do we want? I heard next month. So whenever you're watching this, something next month is going to be very important for you. Okay, we're going to look at the element. The podcast guest sent me these cards. Yeah, what's the, oh, I know what it was. Okay, look at that. See how it's sticking out? Okay, and I forgot. They want us to work because of energy and feeling also with animal beings. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Ooh, Earth Dragon, as above is so below. The law of correspondence. 5, transition, change, you're moving on. Beautiful. Look at that dragon, as above, so below, as within, as without. So this, whatever the inner work is, you're going to start seeing the payoff, the payout. If it's outer work, you're going to see the payoff, the payout. If it's inner and outer work, you're going to start seeing the payoff, the payout. This is a lot about understanding that what you do, the work that you do, whether internally, there is a payoff or payout. Oh, look at this. The frog, jump for joy. So joy is a good barometer for you if you chose this soul story. That means that whatever you feel more joyful about, or when you can get into that frequency of joy, the kind of the peace frequency, the joy, the inner joy, the peace, no matter what your circumstance, find those little peace points, those little joy spots, then you're connecting in with your higher self, and you're going to, again, this is emotional fulfillment. So right now your feeling states, your emotional states are very important, and what you desire. You're being guided by how you feel, what you feel, where you feel the most energy, the most potential, what's potent, not what you're trying to make happen, but what's naturally bubbling up with joy or opening, or your energy in motion, right? So where are you feeling that joy or that passion? Where are you feeling inspired? Put the inspired action. That's really how your higher self is speaking to you right now, so eloquently as well. And those of you that work with guides or just tuning into spirit, all that is, collective unconscious of God, all that is, God consciousness, you're getting these messages. So however you want to look at it, you are getting placed where you need to be. It's just, for you, the emotions will show the timing, and after the time will come. The time will be there. You're in the space of divine right timing. But Jara also has to do with timing. Also, that it's a building, but it is a fruitful result. It is a result that is going to bring you full circle to something that you really want. Okay? Some of you, it's meaningful work, a lot of meaningful work here, and up-leveling in your work. All right, so light, shall we get an astro dice? I was trying to make these a little shorter, but let's see. Come on in here. Aligning to the frequency through the moon. There we go again, the moon. Emotions, the moon, the psychic ability, but in Sag, so getting the higher perspective. Getting the higher perspective, feeling the joy, the guidance, tapping into exploration, curiosity. And again, we talked about this, sixth house has to do with ritual, routines. So bringing that joy and the motivating factor through emotions, energy and motion, through feeling, through sensing, through intuition, into your routine, or creating a ritual around that will help you at this time. All right, so light, that's your reading for right now. If you're drawn to any other soul story, I will see you there. Otherwise, if you're new, welcome. Those of you traveling with me for a while, thanks for being a part of my soul path and letting me be a part of your soul path. I wish you so much love, abundance, and creative flow. Hello, Radiant Soul Light. This is soul story number 2. I'm really excited to connect with you for your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I feel so energized by you. Soul story number 2. If you were drawn to this, your soul what you don't see, but you're intuitive picking up. I'm hearing everything improves. Sometimes people think, oh, I had to scale down or I had to downside. That's not an improvement. Yes, it is, because you're getting more to what works for you, or what's core, or what's, your soul focus. So sometimes not having a lot gets you towards what it is you really want or what you need in your life. And maybe more on a soul level or spiritual level or a heart connecting level or a health level. So you've been paring down something. Now, I don't know if this is material things. I don't know if you've been cleaning closets, getting rid of stuff. I don't know if you've moved to a smaller place, or you got rid of a bunch of stuff, a lot of furniture, or if you are living in a van life. I don't know if you're doing the van, whatever it is, or just mentally you've pared down. Maybe you're like clearer. There's less junk in your mind. Perhaps you're less overwhelmed, or you're going to be. Now, it's interesting you got Citrine. So I'm also getting a lot to do with money or finance picking up, but it's because you're valuing yourself and your time more. So I want to say you're seeing yourself as more valuable, and what you're offering the world or how you're showing up in the world is you're more in attunement and alignment with you. You're more in your own place. So this could bring a renewal of some kind of vision, a dream, a goal, a vision. It's also telling me that something in your life is lightening up. There's much more clarity, it's about to, or you've been receiving more clarity, more insight. But it's also because there's something you're keying into, literally locking. It's like hand in glove, lock and key. You're locking into something that is really a wonderful frequency of you. They're telling me it's the frequency of abundance. You're coming in with the frequency of abundance and gratitude. Some of you have been through a lot. You have gone through a lot in a lot of different ways. But somehow you're even seeing your wisdom, your life experience, what didn't happen or what was wrong or what was a setback. You're starting to see the abundance, and you're really starting to let go of the past or what encumbered you or held you back. So this is a time of renewal. You've got the Star card here, but also Hangman. This is a new approach. You're making some big changes in your life because you're thinking differently and you're approaching differently. I'm going to say, now this is a timeless reading, but I am doing this in the energetic flow of the lunar eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse, right, in Pisces, at Pisces full moon, super moon, partial lunar eclipse, and we're getting a lot of moon signs. We're getting a lot to do with the moon cycles. So anytime we see moon cycles, this is about our emotions, our energy and motion. It's about the etheric aspect of us, the astral. It's about ancestral timing and cycles of the root race or human race, the mainstream consciousness, how it interplays with our individual consciousness, right? So you're really getting some new ideas that are coming in, a new approach. What you don't see coming is a new approach that's coming in, a new vibe, I even heard new handle. Some of you I'm seeing changes, I heard with branding or your handle or your name. This could bring name changes. This is bringing in changes that better represent you. There's a lot about representing. I just heard putting a good foot forward or face forward. So some of you, you're learning how to navigate. Well, look at the King of Swords. You're learning how to navigate the earth plane and the mental realm, the mentalism, like manifesting, yes, through thought, vision, idea, repetition, focus. But also, again, the King of Swords, look at this, the chainmail. This is like protection. This is but guidance. You're being guided to make the right decisions that bring the most benefit to you right now. So yes, the messages from the guide. Yes, you're being guided. You're being guided. Now, this is about making some decisions. It's not even for you about moving forward or about anything. It's about being focused. This is a lot of internal focus. I really feel with you like you happened upon something, or you locked into something, or you're going to have a good luck with finding something, or the right thing, the right person, the right device, the right circumstance. This is the right opening. This is the right opening for me. Because citrine also brings abundance in a lot of ways, prosperity, financial, but it also brings in some kind of luck, having the knack for something. You're the right person. And there it is, the blessing, 6 of Cups and Page of Cups. Yes, look at that. So we've got this King of Swords here, right? The mind, clarity, genius thinking. You're a genius, this ingenious thought process and thinking, this great idea that's coming in to help yourself, your life, your world, your career, but humanity also. You're working with groups, or you're going to be. So what you don't necessarily see is something is easing up for you to have. It's Aphrodite here. Aphrodite is using the principle of magnetic attraction, magnetizing, but by being in a particular resonance, because Aphrodite feels a certain way, is tapping into the feeling nature of the earth, of the world, of the universe, of love. This is about the vibration of love and loving more of what you do, doing more of what you love, but also the vibration of love, which is the binding force of the universe. It's the creative force, right? Whether we produce a painting, a picture, a poem, a great song, a great job at a particular job, we do our role, our task well, or we produce a body for a being to come in through. That's all out of love, right? So even if we have distaste for something, the polarity is there, like, dislike, right? Love has no opposite. We don't not love something, we say that as a term or word, but that frequency of love, there's love in varying degrees. So there's something you're really opening up to. Is it more love in your life? This Page of Cups is some new ideas and understanding, but also a new way of feeling about yourself. You're also going to feel a lot more open, honest with yourself, but open to people and situations in the universe. You're going to be speaking your mind more of what you really need. This is a revealing of your true needs through that Hangman. So you might not have known what you really needed, or your needs have changed to some degree. Years ago, I was studying, I think the guy's name was Robert Wolger, and I read his book. It was on the archetypes, and I did a workshop, a course with him in England. And I remember him talking about Aphrodite. It was all about the man or sex, attracting, I guess nowadays we say a partner or whatever. And I kept listening, and I'm like, no, I can totally be in my Aphrodite without thinking about a relationship or a guy, or attracting somebody or stuff. No, I could be Aphrodite for myself. I could put on sexy lingerie for myself, and jeans and holy jeans or sweatpants and a big oversized sweatshirt, but underneath I'm feeling the Aphrodite, and I told him in my I guess American way, but anyway, because everybody was, in Europe, they hold back. They, everybody's so proper. But I raised my hand and I said, no, I think it's possible to connect in with the Aphrodite energy, not for a person, but for yourself, for your connection to the universe, to the world, to the earth, to your own beingness. So whether man or woman or however you're identifying or not identifying, this is telling you to really connect into the sensuality of you. And what do we mean by the sensuality? The senses, the sensory perception of the earth plane. Is it certain colors? Is it, did you want a tattoo? Is it your hair? Is it certain fabrics? Is it just smelling the beautiful air or a flower or the trees or the bushes or the ocean? Is it when you cook, you really taste your food and smell it? So to some degree, you're really asking to connect into the sensual pleasures or sensuality of life, the senses. That's the star also with that Aquarian energy, but yes, it's about group, but the star is also about this renewal. You're not getting lost in the senses. This isn't gluttony, but this is definitely of appreciation of being in the sensual world. Being in the senses, the sensory perception is going to give you a lot of information. And also this is about abundance. What does abundance feel like to you? I recently got rid of some clothes and I'm like, what? I don't feel good in them. I should like them, but I don't look good in them and I don't feel good in them. So even in the house, why am I wearing those? Okay, you got quite a bit of cards. I wasn't going to take that much, but look at this. The job, love what you do and do what you love. Again, the love. But I also feel this is loving yourself more and loving life more. You're going to be attracting more in your life of what you love or how you feel love. With that, this renewal for you brings a new level of some kind of abundance or some kind of abundance or feeling abundant, a gratitude, gratefulness. I'm also getting support, that you're going to have the support that you need. Some of you have been worried about support. And of course, here we go into the genius thinking. Computer, upgrade your mental software. Well, it's been the Hangman to the King of Swords. You've been upgraded. This is a software update. This can be your outer software, the body update. Your frame of reference is upgrading. So this is definitely about, you're going to be able to afford more is what I'm hearing. You're going to be able to have more, whatever that means to you. And there's this new level of serenity coming, and it really reminds me of the Saturn and Pisces, that you got to surrender. Part of the foundation needs to be God, source, the spirit realm, your intuition, your inner knowing, the soul. That's what this is about. And some of it you've got to just relax and rest in the flow, your own flow. And as you connect into the divine flow or the universal flow, the flow of the all that is, the infinite innate creative intelligence, it's a flow. So that you're really getting your flow. I even feel flow here. There's some flow. There's a pace. There's a pattern that's coming into you. This flow is bringing you an abundance flow. I mean, you've got the Ace of Cups here. The cup here. You're opening to the bounty of life. That's what you're feeling and seeing. And some of you are going, I hope it lasts. I hope it lasts. Am I on the right track? Is it going to last? Is it going to? Yes, it's going to. We'll know more when we see the tarot, but yes. And look at shopping. You're going to be able to shop. Pay attention to what energizes you. Childhood home. Remember where you came from. Yeah, you are spirit. You are spirit that manifests through a soul design, the matrix of the soul or the design of the soul. And then when you step down in frequency, you incarnate, you get into the frequency of and wavelength, the slower and denser energy of form. You manifest here in the particular circumstances that best suits you. All right, we're going out in a different flow here with you, a unique flow. So now we're going to get another card here. What is this coming up? Earthbird, Phoenix Rising. Yes. Yes. From the Hangman. When you get your blood's rushing to the head, when you get down from hanging upside down, you have a vitality. Maybe you have to shake it off and move. But this Phoenix Rising, it's in the creative aspect. This is a lot with the second, third, and chakra also. First, second, third chakra. This is Kundalini energy, Kundalini rising. Now, this is Kundalini, can be passion. It can be drawing in a mate. It can be, whatever it is that you're wanting to draw in. Some of you, it's more people, more support I'm getting, or more playmates, create mates. But this is the ability to focus on what energizes you. And again, that's that first, second, the first, second, and third chakra. Especially second. First is holding or grounding the energy, releasing that Kundalini to use for creativity. So this is a highly creative group here. A lot of you could be doing something with groups or social media or online or books or sharing what your insight or what you've learned in the world, or you're up-leveling to a new level in your life, whatever area. That could be business, that could be your job, that could be a career, that could be the type of relationships. But the thing is because you're surrendering, you're letting go to the process. You're really letting go. You're starting to understand the process, the creative process, the manifesting process, the earth process, and how spirit is, manifested in form on earth. So you're really letting go to your own spiritual nature, your own spirit. So this is a lot about, for some of you, is like you're really moving, you could be moving in a new direction. There could be a level of movement, changing home or where you work. There could be a larger change, or you're anticipating a larger change. I just heard a new development is coming in, okay? A new development. And it's because you're getting a new perspective or approach on things. A lot of you tuning in through meditation or swimming or being in a, bathtub. I just heard by the sink, working with water can be very helpful. So really getting into your intuitive nature, however that is for you. Okay, I can't believe it. You got the Tower. I guess I can. Yeah. So, of course, that Hangman is bringing a release. Now, what I feel with this group, This Tower moment is a emotion. This is a release. This is a release. This Tower moment is you swimming, you surrendering, you kind of, it's a sigh of relief that's coming in. Page of Cups, here we have it here, Page of Cups. Oh yeah, see, because look at Death. So the Page of Cups, so again, connecting into your emotional nature. You've got the Page of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Doing more of what you love, working on yourself or others. This is gradual progress. So the swimming, so this is not going to be a jarring, I feel like it's a lot of inner. But make no mistake, I'm hearing to tell you that something is changing in your outer focus. There is a change. Do you see from this Hangman to this, he's very focused, and this is a man here. This is the male principle, which has to do with focus. So all this undifferentiated energy or spiritual energy or feminine energy of, communing with the divine, yourself, your higher self, feeling intuitively or having dreams or visions or doing inner plane work or, processing or shamanic work, or some of you, it could be you're doing plant-based things, botanicals and I don't know, I'm getting a lot, it could be with some kind of medicine of some sort, but you're having to ground it, you're having to bring it back into the focus. So you could be really using these higher states of consciousness, right? These access points. Like if you do the soul, well, we do it in Patreon, but I do it in some of the soul alignment and attunement meditations where we connect into that access point above the crown chakra. So you're tapping into this. Now, this could be love. This could be loving life more, loving yourself more, loving the projects you're doing, or something you're loving, something you're loving more of. And that's getting you into this abundant vibration, which is shifting the constructs of your world. And what I'm getting, and I am going to take one more, because what is that Death card saying? It's the construct of lack and limitation. You're moving into a bigger sphere. Okay, so this could be finding your purpose or another way of sharing your purpose. This could be a new mission in life, and I knew it. Look at that. 2 10s, 10, 10. So you're at a turning point, and when you have 2 10s, it shows that there's not only new beginnings, but in a very grand way. This is a huge cycle for you. Two major areas of your life are shifting or renewing. The star, the earth bird. This could be a new job and a move. This could be a new career and a move. This could be a new living situation. This could be a new relationship. This could be going from dating to getting married. This could be a divorce and moving on your own. This could be, I just heard an album that gets picked up or something goes viral. Whatever the changes are, these changes change your life circumstances in a way that brings a lot of emotional fulfillment and abundance. So because you're operating more from this abundance principle, you are receiving the abundance. You're really in the frequency of love. This is the wave of love, the vibration of love, the energy of love, the frequency. So, wow, I love this. I don't know if you could see it, if it's off camera. Okay, yeah, this just flew out. We sing our song of love. Oh my gosh, I almost want to cry. And you got the whale, which has to do with sonar and vibration. Sonar is vibration. And it creates ripples. You're creating ripples in the world, in the universe. Let's put that here. Look at that. There's your message, the song of love. So whatever you're doing to tap into that love, it's working or starting to work. It's nurturing. You're being nurtured. You're being fed. Okay, I moved my camera and it moved. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to have to put the green cards over on top. It's in between the last reading, there was a movement. See, you have your own move. Soul story number 2. Let me know in the comments. I was going to say chat. I would put some whales there, some rainbows. I don't know. There's a lot. Look at humanity awareness. You guys are helping the earth, the world. There's a lot of healing energy here. Even if you think you're not doing anything or you're doing something on your own, no, you're bringing in this higher vibrational frequency somehow. And I feel like you're attuning to it now. You're going to see great changes in your life. And a lot of it is this internal change because you're vibrating more to love, loving yourself, more compassion and self-understanding, compassion, understanding of others. But you're getting more in love. Look at this, evolution, Laguz. Laguz has to do with, in the rune card, or rune, is flow, has to do with flow, has to do with intuition, psychic ability. This is moving you from being timid in your life or holding yourself back to finding the way that you best want to move forward, okay? So you may not move forward in the same way someone else does. You may move forward in a, I don't know, whatever way it is. It's just different, a flowy well. Yeah, protection or sealed algas. So your connection to the divine, your connection to your feeling nature, your intuition and being guided is helping to evolve how your soul can manifest, experience, and express on this earth plane. I also feel a lot of you that I'm connecting with are helping others do this as well. So there's definitely, I am going to move this. I know this is going to move the camera, but I just feel, because I feel like it's so important that you can see more of the cards. And you can, sorry about that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Then you can also do a screen grab if you want to. I'm going to redo the camera. But it's amazing. I'm having this issue with where the camera's lining up and you've got the hangman. So you're meant to get a different perspective, okay? This is about moving things around. Don't be afraid to move things around in your life or adjust things. Adjust not only your idea, and also I'm hearing to tell you, just because you start out with something doesn't mean you have to stay with it or stay with that agreement or that choice. Spirit is asking you to be much more flexible with your decisions and what you decide, and what you decide isn't working anymore. A new direction coming in, or a new idea, a new approach, or some of you are going to change your mind about something, some circumstance or situation. This is a very critical time for you to be able to let go of anything that's constricting. Now, we have restrictions in life, natural restrictions, boundaries, and that's fine. But I'm getting for you, there's some things that aren't going to work out, or you're seeing, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to follow through on that or follow up. Or no, some of you are changing something within your work or how you work also. I do see a lot of people that could be working at home or on your own, or maybe more entrepreneurially. Maybe you work remotely, or maybe you're changing up something that you do and you're getting this idea of how to do it. Like, what's the best way for me to do it, whether it's for yourself or your family or the bigger picture, the bigger idea. So freedom is coming in also. Let's see how best way to connect into this frequency for soul story number 2. Of course, North Node in Taurus. Be steadfast in the 3rd house. So what are you creating? What are you building? How can you use the area around you, your own pod, like whale, your own dolphin pod or whale pod? You know, whales are in groups, but they can be, again, this is about balance for you. You can be on your own. You could be singular, but you could also couple up. Or you could collaborate. So again, with that Taurus, it's asking you you're creating, manifesting, building something, but you're finding what feels right for you. You're using that sonar. And some of you, this is going to have to do with connecting with particular soulmates or soul group, or like I say, soul brothers and sisters, you know, kindred souls, kindred spirits. And again, following that. And communication, again, recognize that whatever you're communicating, you're also doing it without speaking. You're doing it through your vibe, through your frequency, your energy. Your intention is putting it out in the world. So Spirit wants you to connect in with the world, the universe. Now, this could be through people, but this could also be just by transmitting, being that transponder, transmitting the frequency and receiving, putting something out there in the world and then seeing what comes back. Whether you're doing this through sonar, through your own intentionality, meditation, sending vibes out there, then see what comes back. See what comes back to you. All right, Radiant Soul Light. I forgot the Soul Insights mantra for number 1. I'm so in the moment. Let me see. For you, I'm definitely getting a mantra that, I am sending out a soul-aligned vibration. Yeah. I get a lot of clarity with this group, and if you don't have it yet, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming in this amazing wave of love. Not only you're singing a song of love, but you are love and loved. A lot of happiness coming to you. That's what you don't see also. A lot of happiness. Your work is starting to pay off, whatever you're putting out in the world or you're creating. Especially if you work for yourself or you're an entrepreneur or you have multiple sources of income or creativity or your art, you're putting it. This is about putting yourself out there. Now, some of you do have a job and there could be increase, whether financially or through a bonus or pay raise or salary raise, whatever you call it. That could happen, or you get more noticed, and that's going to make you feel better about yourself, because Citrine is very much about self-worth and value. Some of you are leaving a job to get something that's better, but the key for you is connecting into the emotional aspect of you, the water element, the intuitive, more even than emotional is the intuitive aspect, and use that. Be in that collective unconsciousness, the consciousness of the universe, God consciousness, the infinite consciousness, through meditation, through prayer, but especially the communing, through dreams and meditation, and see what comes back to you, see what you draw in. All right, Soul Light, wow, let me know how this unfolds for you. Lots of love, light, and beautiful soul expression. Hello, Radiant Soul. If you chose Soul Story number 3, this is your reading. These are your messages that I'm connecting in. I'm hearing I'm on a journey. It's been a long journey. So there really is something about you looking at your journey, perhaps the life journey or your soul path journey. You're also looking at what you've learned, what you've accumulated is what I'm getting also, what you've accrued, what you've accumulated. Now this could be things, money, this could be investments, this could be also learning lessons, life wisdom, but there is something about what you've gained and perhaps what you're moving through. Now, I do feel there's like a busting through or moving through something with you, and something that's coming up through your own light of understanding. Let's look at the cards. You're able to kind of get through some things, get some things done, finished. You're moving out of the extremes of the polarity, and you're starting to look at what best suits you. And I feel like if you really look at your life right now, you're going to see that you're starting to navigate differently. So one of the things that's coming up for you that you perhaps don't see, and you feel it like something's different. Well, you are. This is about relying more on your intuition, your inner knowing, but from the higher self, that you are guided, that there is this guiding principle within you. And so this is a powerful time for you. What you don't see is you could be teaching or leading others, or you could be coming out more, out of the shadows, out of yourself. I'm hearing out of your self-constrained or old roles or old modes of expression. There could be old roles, even a title. There's something you're letting go of because you're saying, oh, that doesn't fit me anymore. I have to come out. This is a lot about coming out and coming out of the closet. Some people are very psychic and they're in the closet about that, right? They don't show that part of them. So you're going to be showing a truer aspect of you or integrating another aspect of you. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to get these out. Yeah, the Hand of God. But this is also that protection. I think think some of you might work in the High Priestess here and the Empress about the, yeah, I'm wondering if you work, if this is my group that either works on their own a lot, or you use the occult or spiritual principles. If you've been X'd off, felt disconnected from God or source or spirit, what you don't see is that connection is coming back in. You're being asked to really connect into the psychic aspect of your being and use that. And some of you, it's using it in very positive ways, whether to make your own decisions or as a career. So you could be integrating that in. It's funny because I got rainbow. So this is also about your uniqueness. It's coming out of the closet. It's coming out of hidden or not being seen or hiding yourself or not following through for yourself. You're moving into the space where you want to be seen more. Now you have the Empress here, the Taurus Libra energy, and then you have Taurus again here with the Hierophant. You have Pisces here. So this is a big transformation for you. This is a deep inner transformation, but the message is that something new is starting and you are initiating it. With Aragonite, you're going to have the energy, the passion, a connection to your purpose. What you don't see is you're going to be initiating a lot more. You're actually going to be doing a lot more and getting a lot more done. But Spirit said don't always think about how much you have to do or how far you've come. You know, you can look at how far you've come, but how far you have to go. So it's really about you staying in the moment. And so there's some kind of clearing up, cleansing, or using past emotional states or stuck states to move forward. So something is clearing up in your life where you're going to be able to move forward now. If you have felt that you weren't able to move forward, this is the messages you're going to be able to move forward. I just heard dynasty or legacy. Something new is beginning, and this is a new path of abundance. Now, even if you've had abundance, and we're going to also look at blocks, because I'm getting for some of you, what are the blocks? What's not working? Or where were you blocked before? This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning. For some of you, you've worked a lot on confidence in a particular area of your life, or perhaps self-esteem, self-worth, or value. You know your value. You know your worth. Or you feel better about your value or your worth or your gifts, however you want to look at it. So there's something that you're taking better care of yourself. So if you take better care of yourself, trust that you're going to bounce back. You're going to bounce on your feet. Yeah, look at elevator, rising above. You're being elevated. But you've elevated already. I think that's what you don't see by what I'm getting psychically. You don't yet see how much you've elevated or your life has elevated, whether it's more abundance or feeling better about yourself or whatever it is that you're drawing in or attracting. Some of you, this is also an elevation in a skill set, a skill, the ability to follow through, even the ability to handle money or take care of money or to take care of yourself. That's elevated. We've got cell phone, polish your communication skills, but a lot of you are going to be, that's the elevation too. You're communicating better. You're communicating your uniqueness better. You're communicating what you do in life better. So this could be, there could have been some troubles with what do I do? How do I say this? What do I say? What do I actually do? Or what do I really want to do? Or what should I call myself? What should I do? You're coming out of a lot of questioning. And that questioning is leading to this elevation. It could be that you're getting some reflections back that is showing you more of what it is that you want to do and the direction that you want to go in. There's a lot about, even though you don't see, well, you do see kind of a path here. There's this path upward towards, but it is to some degree, what you don't see is the path to bliss. There's something blissful coming in for you. There's a recognition of what is actually enjoyable for you or fun for you or blissful. They can come from judgment about bliss, judgment about joy, judgment about too much fun, or is that real work what you do? You know, there's some judgment on the career work level. Some of you it's in the creative level, some of you it's in the, sex or sexuality level, your own sexuality or what that means to you or what you work. So you're kind of, I don't know, it's not that you're busting through that, but you're moving through that somehow. Okay, we've got spinning because you're connecting to your own frequency, your own oscillation. This is bringing you into your own frequency here. So you're starting to oscillate more at your soul signature frequency. You're coming into the new frequency pattern that's coming in on the earth, or started in May, June. Yeah, maintaining consciousness. So this is, and that's the Hierophant and the High Priestess. It's maintaining that higher consciousness. Even to some degree, the Empress. The consciousness of creativity, of birth, of birthing, of continually birthing yourself, the birth, rebirth, the birthing through your creations, your creativity, your products, just you waking up in the morning, you going to sleep, you're birthing, you're constantly, there's a birth, rebirth. So you are in this cycle, but this is very much about you connecting into the oscillation of your soul signature frequency. And so if things feel a little slow externally, or stop, or you can't quite get a handle on the pace of your life right now, it's because you're being upgraded. There's an update that's taking place. All right, let's look and see what we've got here. Yeah, you're moving through something. Now there could be some positive uses of denser energy, such as anger or frustration or annoyance. You could be now channeling those energies for creativity or to move past something. I get that there could have been a lot of resistance to your path or what's on your path or what you had to do, but you're kind of relaxing into it, right? You're surrendering into the moment. Yeah. Work with sound and tone. Earth Pig. See, you're surrendering not just to the moment, but what's happening on the earth. Your earth, what's happening to you, your little universe, because you're completing something. So this is also this kind of taking care of, all my needs are met here. But it is, again, Earth Pig is a lot about abundance, but it's also about surrendering. And this reminds me of surrendering. The Hierophant here could be surrendering to a cause, surrendering to your higher self, surrendering to Source or God, understanding that you're the avatar, you're the intermediary of your creations, you are the point of reflecting consciousness. For God, for the universe, for all that is. You are the instrument, the vehicle that's needed. You're the intermediary between the idea, the ecstasy of the idea that you get in, the prompt, the vision, the idea, the aha, the insight. It's coming through you. The Hierophant is the channel, but you're seeing where is the ecstasy. You're connecting in really through a frequency. You're surrendering to this higher vibrational frequency or consciousness of you, and understanding that you are being guided. This is like kind of rising above the pettiness. You're also being asked to do that, rise above the pettiness. So there could be some people in your environment that you're not particularly gelling with. There could be some frustration or annoyance. Not everybody is shifting at the same time, or maybe you're not shifting at the same time, okay? Now this wanted to come out, so we're going to take that. Okay, let me go back in. Let me just shuffle. So story number 3. Whoa. Yeah, you're meant to connect with others. So we have something about boundaries with the hedgehog. But prickles push people away. Show your softer side. Yeah, right there. Because Hierophant Taurus energies sometimes can be a bit jarring. But the Empress has the Taurus and the Libra. So boundaries are important, but not to be too annoyed or too prickly. Process that on your own, or with a spiritual teacher, guide, therapist, or trusted friend, or yourself. Just process, because look at the flowers here. You might feel a little annoyed. There could be some tension here. If you're looking astrologically, there could be some squares happening, some semi-squares, because you're being pushed into some kind of action by your destiny, by the hand of God. You're being pushed in a new direction, or nudged or flowing in a new direction, because you're something's picking up in your life. It could be that things were a little stuck or stagnant. Now things are starting to pick up. More people in your life. Know that you are worthy of love. Yeah, this is all about the love. But that's this. As you connect into loving yourself and what you love to do and want to do, or how you want to do what it is that you do, that frequency is bringing in it's a lot of blossoming creativity. There's blossoming love here and blossoming creativity with certain ideas, a certain way that you want to do. But this is also not just about a way or an approach. I feel you're beyond that. This is about taking what you've learned and using it now. You're really meant to use what it is that you have learned. All right, I want to see if there's anything with timing with you or any blocks, because I do feel like there's something that could have been, this is like trusting your desires. You need to trust, you need to trust your desires. You need to trust where you're being guided. You need to trust what's coming up on your path, okay? I'm not getting anything necessarily from this group. Let's see if there's anything blockage. No, the block is the trust. Trusting what you know and trusting your creative flow. Okay, this came up twice. Why am I stuck? So if you're perceiving that there's any stuck, well, the Aragonite's going to help you get unstuck. That's for sure. Okay. So it's very interesting that that card came up for you twice, and I put it back in, and then it came in again. Why am I stuck? So are some of you asking this? Why am I stuck? I just heard because you're not paying attention to the body. You're not stuck. Some of you think you're stuck because whether there's been a lot of inner movement or stuff has been about your timing, things that you had to complete. Yeah, this is a lot about whatever this means to you, moving forward, upward, outward, rising above. The message to you is don't look about backward and forward. I got to move forward. I'm not moving forward in my life. Yeah, you're rising above. You're rising above what held you back. And so to some degree, boundaries have a meaning for you, whether it's your own personal boundaries, I call them inner boundaries, that you are actually also moving into more of a space where you're connecting to your own inner authority. That's that Hierophant also. Okay, so you're really connecting into your own inner authority. So there's a lot of not just deep interchange I feel with you, but I feel like whatever it is that you've learned, now it's time to take action. And of course, look what we have here, the Chariot. Yeah, it's time for you to take action on something and to follow through or follow up. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, they're very much about that focus intent. But it doesn't have to be drudgery. You can find a way to make the drudgery better. And again, listening to your own intuition, the Hermit. Virgo energy. We have Cancerian energy here. So again, what have you learned? You've learned something. You've learned to go within. You've learned to trust yourself more. Maybe you're teaching others this also. Maybe some of you are asking, well, what should I be doing? What should I be sharing? What should I be teaching? You need to be teaching. You're teaching something. I don't know what way or capacity. Or you're trusting the teaching, what you've learned. That could be what's coming up for you also, that there's a new level of trust and understanding of your path. And this is really about the follow-up I get. I really get that you're going to have to understand, am I too pushy and pushing people away? Or do I need to nudge people in a certain direction? Is that my role? Is that what I'm meant to do in my job or my career or with my friends? Or, you're finding this new way of kind of navigating this part of your life. Yeah, Eight of Swords, you're being asked to be very much more process-oriented. This is about, you're going through a lot of processing. And Page of Swords, and then Strength, that Leo energy. You're learning something new. You've been doing it. You're rising above, and that you don't realize yet how much inner strength you have by what you've gone through. A lot of you have gone through, you've had some situations that have really been difficult, trying, troubling, limiting. I don't know if I want to say heartbreak. No, that you've just had to stand your ground. You've also had to push past. You've had to push past something, some barrier, some obstacle. So the barriers are going to be giving way, but the thing is that you have to work with your circumstances. That's a big message for you. You have to work with your existing circumstances. And learn the lesson. Take the lesson and move on, or you use what you've learned to move ahead or do what it is you need to do. There's definitely going to be movement, so if you perceive that you're stuck, there is going to be movement, and it's going to be, you're going to have to just be in this flow with it. Some of you, this could be a new job or project, something that it's going to require a lot of time and focus and energy, but it is also going to pay off. A lot of you, this is a new abundance cycle coming in for you. It's a new level of abundance. Also a new way of living, and I'm getting ecstatic, like music and dance, ecstatic dance. Use that to help you balance out and also help you connect into your intuition or what you're feeling, or to shift energetic states. It's very helpful for you to learn how to shift your mental, emotional state by connecting with your body, especially with that Empress energy. So this could be more movement, exercise, yoga, moving the body. Just some kind of level of, new beginnings. Perfect. That's that Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles brings the beginning. This is a beginning of more understanding of yourself, of life, of others, a particular part of life. This could be an understanding more about your body, your rhythm, your body cycles. Also financial or monetary, or having to do with the whole idea of work and career, and what you need to survive or to thrive in your life. So for some of you, this brings some kind of pattern interrupt in your life. Something is being interrupted, and the surrender. And I'm reminded of that surrender with the High Priestess and the Empress. So surrender to the oscillation of your own energetic flow. And then you've got creativity and knowledge, the Hierophant. So you have this inner knowledge, this inner awareness that whatever the situation is, you need to use that knowledge, that insight, that awareness now. It's time to use what you know. Even if you're studying, it doesn't matter, back at school, studying on your own, studying in a group, a workshop, seminar, a program, you need to start using what you know. This is about using the knowledge, using what you've learned. You're ready. Use it. It doesn't matter if you're studying. You can be both the teacher and the student, the studier and the studied. You need to start applying what you've learned, and that's your next step. And it's an amazing step of initiation, but also drawing in. It's initiating and surrendering. Setting up the process and surrendering to how the process unfolds and what you attract and when. You may have an idea of what you want to draw in or attract or manifest or a particular goal, but the exact order of how it comes in or how it's structured, you're not going to always know that, and that's okay. So to many degrees, this is about surrendering to the process, an inner process or both an external process. All right, let's see. Aligning to the frequency of soul story number 3. Well, of course, Mercury, the mind in Taurus, 10th house. So for some of you, this is a lot about career or destiny. I look at this as the hand of God or your destiny. Surrendering to your destiny, following through, following up, building in the service of a higher principle of love, whatever it is you're building. And really being in that dialogue with your mind of look at, this is what I've learned. I'm going to apply this now. This is applying what you've learned, applying and using your gifts. For some of you, this is a wake-up call where you're starting to think differently. You're like, oh, did I really respond that way, or did I do that? Or yeah, because there's a great abundance coming in for you. This is a new beginning. Even how people see you, or how you are out there in the world, or how you navigate. But you're really wanting to see, results and rewards, and you will. This is the beginning of you seeing the results and the rewards for your hard work. All right, Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is, I am now seeing consistently the rewards and results of my work. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for connecting in. Thank you for trusting me on your soul path. And if you've subscribed and you've left comments before, or you're on Patreon, thank you for that extra connection and support. I do see you, and I feel so honored to connect with you on the soul path. Love and light.